It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Patriots, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers getting this into the hands of Turner. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 22, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
One of my teammates told me the other day when he was watching the game, he said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 9. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter, as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, it's Turner. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Rivers. Williams brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here we go.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And A short gain here, down to the 22. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Rivers again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. To throw, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. There to make the grab. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing now is Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. That's going to be caught by Moss. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Big play there for New England.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in for a yard out.
And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Rivers on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rivers to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field, game.
First down, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Brady. That's complete, and Moss out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Get him. And his first carry, he loses the football. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for L.A.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. Wow.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down at 5.
Throwing Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air again here, Rivers. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to give the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's go.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I say shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's turned, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taken in at the 22. The Chargers getting set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Turner. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rivers.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rivers now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Turner. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Rivers. Gates with a grab. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give left side to Falk. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Brady. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.